In this video, I'm talking about all the components that you can find in Rust and what they're good for, which ones you should keep, and which ones you should recycle. As you know, playing through the game and breaking barrels and getting loot crates and anything that you can really loot and get special items from, you'll notice that you get hundreds of different types of items, and you're going to mainly think like, what the hell are all these things? Which ones do I need? Which ones don't I need? My inventory's full all the time. Which ones do I keep? Which ones do I throw away? The biggest tip that I can give you as a beginner is focus on items that actually have a look. So when you break a barrel, you'll see scrap will actually look like what it looks like, scrap. But then you'll see there will also be items that come in like a Hessian bag, like it looks like a bag kind of item. Many items that aren't kind of components will drop in that Hessian bag. These are things that you can like place down, like random crap that you find in the game. Blueprints, all the stuff that you can find that's not really important will usually spawn in the Hessian bag, and everything that is important will look like what it's supposed to be. For example, a gear. When you find a gear, it will look like a gear in the real world. If you find a spring, it will look like a spring. If you find a road sign, it will look like a road sign. If you find a metal sheet, it will look like a metal sheet, if you get my point. So anything that has a look to it is important. So the number one component that you're always going to be looking for is scrap. This is your resource, like material kind of thing that you're going to be using for a lot of things. Researching items at workbenches, crafting items, using it as a currency to buy things from like shops. It's just your currency that you find in the game, and you can find this pretty much in any kind of thing that you can loot. And then as I talked about previously, items that have a look, such as gears, which can be used in binoculars, armored doors, hatches, garage doors, flame turrets, reactive targets, snap traps, vending machines, shotgun traps, and everything like that are important to keep if you want to craft those things, like a chainsaw or whatnot. Metal blade is used for like making a lot of the weapons, like a chainsaw as well, longsword, salvaged ice pick, salvaged axe. So metal blades are very important to keep so that you can craft these things. Metal pipe is very important if you're planning on making some weapons. You're going to need to save every single metal pipe that you find, because if you keep like doing what I did when I first started playing and recycle everything here, you're just giving away all the resources that you're going to be using to craft guns with. So don't do that. Metal spring is also very important for a lot of the weapons that you're going to be needing in the game, so don't throw those away. Rope is a very important component that you could keep. That's used for things like the crossbow, wooden armor, wooden barricades, netting, shotgun trap, ladders. The sewing kit is used for making all of the types of armor that you can make in the game, especially some of the better ones. Road signs can be used for making, well, road sign armor and your salvaged road sign cleaver. Any of the weapon bodies, like the rifle body, SMG body, semi-auto body, can be used to craft weapons, so obviously that makes sense to keep those if you want to craft those weapons. Tarp is needed for some of the things like water barrels, water catchers, large planters, small planters, frog boots, and the hazmat suits. The tech trash is used for making C4, hollow sights, and laser sights for your weapons. The empty propane tank can be used for a water purifier, the flamethrower, and the flamethrower turret. Sheet metal can be used for heavy plate helmet, heavy plate jacket, and heavy plate pants, so for like some really high grade armor. The electric fuse that you can find in the world is actually used for your monument puzzles. These are quite important to keep for, getting more loot, so don't throw these away. And that's pretty much all the components that you really need to know about and probably store. Based on what I told you about them, you can make your own opinion of which ones you should keep. For example, some people would keep road signs. I wouldn't keep road signs because I'm not going to wear road sign armor, and I don't want the salvaged kind of cleaver. It's also important to note that these components here often give some of the best recyclable contents, so you can get a lot of scrap from recycling most of these. Now, talking about the recycler, if you don't know what a recycler is, you can find it at pretty much most kind of locations where is a named location on the map. So most of your monuments, garage stations, supermarkets, random things, most of the monuments that you can find around, there will be a recycler machine that looks like this. And the thing that's special about this machine is that you can go into it without using any fuel. You can put items into the top row, turn it on, and it will basically break down that item and give you the components that that item was made of. You can do this for any item that you've crafted or any item that you've picked up along the way. Some like electric kind of switches and stuff like that are kind of useless if you're not really going too much into electricity and planning big traps and everything. So you can throw those in there, recycle them, and get some of the contents or the components that were used to craft it back, like your wood, your metal frags, your stone crap, random things that you don't really need but also are better than the item itself. Your main goal is to kind of just get scrap. So recyclers are perfect for taking the items that you don't need, recycling them, and trying to get scrap back so that you can actually increase your currency of scrap. And that's all I have to say about components in Rust. I hope this video was helpful for you guys, and I'll see you in a future one. Thank you so much for watching.